We are back. We are ready to load this kiln. Me and Herbert are gonna get this kiln loaded. You and me, babe. You and me, babe. There's just nothing else like you. We're ready to go. We're gonna get it done. First, fairy houses. This will be the first kiln load with glazed fairy houses going in it. Kiln is loaded. The kiln is loaded. Oh, I don't know why every time I come out here and look to kiln, I think, oh gee, this won't be hard. Puzzle today, y'all. Puzzle. And we didn't get everything in. But, oh man, we didn't even get all the tests. I gotta get those test files in. Kiln is not loaded. Kiln is loaded. Take 2. Ooh, that wasn't too bad. I did have a little bit of room left on the top shelf, and it is packed to the brim, and we still didn't get everything in. I feel horrible because all of that is Tim's stuff, all of it. And obviously it'll take priority in the next kiln load. That means I need to be glazing. But yeah, I mean, it was, I'm sorry, honey, but it was my test tiles or his, larger circumference pots, and I chose my test tiles. But, you know, if that makes the next glaze load faster because I know what comes out and I know what I want to use on the fairy houses, then, you know, let's hope. Tim tells me all the time, don't get your hopes up, honey. Don't get your hopes up. It might come out, it might not. But, that's gonna do it for now. Okay, so I totally botched up the kiln opening because I hit time lapse instead of video. So here we were oh, look at all this cute stuff, and yeah, it was time lapsing and not videoing, which, you know, what can you do? I have all my test tiles here, so I wanted to show you guys those. This is the Field Mouse Brown, and the Field Mouse Brown is here, and the Raw Sienna, and those came out great on all of our test tiles. Those turned out fantastic. The other fantastic stuff was the green that I got. So look at that green, and this is the John Britt Sean, so that's gonna be a winner. We decided, I had made up some other chun that was green, turquoisey kind of, and Tim decided he liked it, and he decided he didn't like it, and this is what we made it out of that. So now I can take all of that larger batch of clay and make that out of it. Here's another green that turned out really great. Loving that. So this is the one that went on really, really thick I told you about. It was called, I don't guess it's really all that important what it was called. That's on the Rojo. This is on the buff. Here we go. It's called Seafoam. That's what it's called. Seafoam. Seafoam. Loving that. And then fantastic. So I was counseled, make a bigger batch of the raspberry and maybe it'll come out. And sure enough, it did. I made a bigger batch. And with that bigger batch, it turned out. So there was something just not getting mixed in good with my little 100-gram batch. So what can you do? And then this is the June Perry red. And it is quite purple. Quite purple. So I can mess with the amount of cobalt in that, most likely. Here it is on the buff. So, loving that. These are going to be fantastic, especially fairy house wise. And look at what they do when they mix. Isn't that great? So, loving this June Perry base because this turned out really great. This is my test tiles on the clear, and the clear turned out just fantastically clear on the June Perry base. So I'm really loving that. This was a waterfall brown test tile, and when it does its thing, man, it's fantastic. It just doesn't always do its thing. So, you know, what can you do? What can you do? And these were some of the mess ups as far as they have this permanently glued to the bottom of them. Which, honestly, I could probably might, I don't know. But they're glued. They're glued down. I don't think there's any possible way that I can get that off. I really don't think there's any possible way I can get it off. I mean, it's probably possible, but it's probably absolutely dangerous. But this, I was testing a low fire glaze in a mid-fire situation, and I absolutely adore it. So, you know, we may try that again. I love it. It had crystals in it. So I'm thinking of buying just some crystals. This was another one of the low fire, and you can see where this one pinholed and stuff like that. Also stuck to the thing. All the failures stay out in the garage. All of the good things go up into the house. What can you do? But this is variegated blue. So this just had a ton of stuff on it. Ton of glaze. And apparently when you get that much glaze on it, it runs. And it, you know, that again, wow, that's there. All right, so at this point, I have a sweet little slideshow for you of all this stuff because Tim has already taken website pictures of everything else that came out. So, because he's Superman, I mean... So let me know what you think. You know, the fairy house roofs were a little browner than I would have liked them to be, a little bit more green. But, I mean, I've got these fantastic greens coming up. So they're more of an olive green. These are more of a brighter green. So super excited about that. I'm going to be glazing more fairy houses and batching these new glazes coming up in the next several videos. So super pumped, guys. Super pumped about how this kiln load came out. Thanks for coming out, man. Thanks for coming out. And let me know what you think. Let me know what's your favorite. Website, callstemily.com. So yeah. Thanks so much.